What's going on, guys? Mike and Chris here, Locomotives Crew, Crucial Creations. Just want to give a shout out again. Guys, if you guys haven't seen our crew shirts, we have a merch site down below, locomotive stuff. We're going to have a new shirt coming out pretty soon. Also, if you guys are wondering, we are super close to 200,000 subscribers. I should have some type of picture right here of how close we are. So anyway, we are starting now. We've got done with porting, and we actually got our cylinder head back from the machine shop. If you guys weren't aware, the finish on the head looked like it was used from. Looks like it was flattened with like a grinder or something.
It looked horrible. It wasn't good.
Terrible. But we have Chris right now. He's on cylinder head duties. I like to have Chris do most of the little intricate works because he's so anal, and he loves to little nitpick little things. If it doesn't feel right, he'll take it all apart and do it all over again. Carlos is the complete opposite. He'll just go for freaking broke, and he'll just make it fit. So there's just a nice clean divide between both of them. So Chris is going to tell us what we're doing right now on the cylinder head.
So Carlos went ahead and ported this thing.
So here we are. Excuse the compressor in the background. Update from CNC Machining, Head Port Masters. I want to know what you guys think. I think they're doing a fantastic job. What do you guys think?
And if you guys want to take a look,
Look
this
at that.
thing looks freaking amazing. I give them mad props for this.
So I'm going to explain to you guys really quick. This is not going to be the complete. We're probably going to do another pass around this to make it a little bit more shiny and
A lot smoother.
But that hardly takes off any material. But he did a majority of the work. And if you guys are wondering why head porting is, it's obviously one of the only crucial things that we could do to create more power, with an exception of getting higher lift cams. We're going to try to do this on stock cams. So if you guys are wondering about our build, this is a PRB. This is a K20 A2 head. Well, actually, this one's going to be a K20 Z1 because this is from a 2005 to 2006 RSX Type S. Okay, we have the block here.
See a little better.
See a little better. Okay, that thing's flipped, but it's a K24 A2. So this is actually a TSX block, and we're using a K20 head. If you guys are wondering, we actually purchased this head. Tell the story.
We actually took one of our motors over to the machine shop to have some work done, and they actually had the K24 and another cylinder head sitting on the stand or on the shelf, and the guy was just like, "Hey, you guys interested in a Honda motor? See you guys bringing a Honda motor in. Maybe you guys interested in buying one?" So we just asked him, how much? And he actually threw in the cylinder head, the block, pistons, rods, like the whole deal. I mean, everything was obviously disassembled, but everything was freshly machined. So it was literally like a perfect starting point.
Absolutely,
For
brand
a
new.
K24, K20 setup,
And what did we? You text me. You text me.
$600.
He said, "Bro, $600, everything brand new,
pretty
ready to
much,
go."
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it was cleaned. It was like all hot tanked.
When you look at it, it looks brand new.
Yeah, everything was done to it, and I was like, $600 sold.
So we picked that up.
So right now, as far as pricing is concerned, we have the hood head, which we bought a K20 from the hood for $75. So we're using that cylinder head, and then
It was $75 for everything. It was the cylinder head and block on that deal. That was a different deal.
So far, we have spent $675 for the long block is concerned.
Well, for two motors practically, but yeah, I mean, as far as what we're gonna do, yeah.
So I'm actually gonna post the block and the head, the other head that we got for sale. So hopefully they can knock down some price in the total build of our K20, K24. If you guys are wondering what Chris is doing,
I'm gonna clean this rust off.
is to clean the rust off the valves.
We're gonna kind of polish it with some heavy duty cleaner. You could do it with like a steel brush, but this is a lot easier and quicker.
Yeah, it doesn't take, we're not trying to take off like material.
No, we're not. We're just trying to clean the rust off.
You see that? You need to zoom in real quick. There you go. It does a nice cleaning of the carbon deposits on the valves.
This is the other one that I did.
Yeah, let me see. Just cleans. All right, guys, I want to give you guys another tip if you guys don't know. When you get something resurfaced, what you're going to find that is that in crevices like this, let me see if I get a good zoom in. You see that around the hole? There's like, it's really sharp. Some of these are oil passages, some of these are coolant passages. You're going to find it around the edge too. You actually want to deburr around this and around these, especially around this, because it's a possibility that it's thin, it could break off with heat, or it can be a hot spot for detonation. So what you want to do is you want to deburr around any material that has been resurfaced. And using a file, you're going to have to go around and sand and grind off and deburr each little end of the cylinder head. So that's a tip for you guys. No point really, we're just examining pistons right here. If you guys are wondering, these are the pistons. These are the cast pistons that we got off eBay. Pretty nice. Nice little dome here. These are the stock TSX pistons that had better days. I guess that's why they dropped a valve and are grenaded. That was Chris hitting himself.
So,
La raza, well.
this isn't scripted.
This is.
So, I'm over here lapping these valves, making sure they're all seating properly, and so far so good. Of course you would. I mean, I guess you gotta get me back, I was drilling while you were
Right?
talking.
You're trying to drill while we talk about friggin' engine, whatever the name of the car is.
Whatever it was.
Whatever we're gonna name the car.
Whatever we're gonna call it, or her, or him, or whatever.
Her, him, she. I think all car names should be girls' names. They're all girls.
I guess girls can name their cars guys' names, and guys got a name. I don't know. Whatever.
What backwards, forwards. Okay, so no, he's showing an instant, creative way to
A
lap
different
the
way.
valves.
I mean, we've done this before with
I want to see.
suction cup.
We did
I'm
this.
doing this a different way.
Some people might not have saw us do that, but this is a very quick and easy way to lap valves. I was amazed at this thing, like the ingenuity in this thing. Okay.
Flip this bad boy. Grab your drill. Don't need a tip. Just take the drill off or the tip off, and you literally.
So he's connecting it. Oh, go ahead.
see.
Okay.
I'm legitimately connecting it to the
Okay,
valve.
go ahead. Connect it to the valve. I'm gonna go to the other side. Okay, so this is what he's doing. You doing like left and right?
Yeah, I'm doing both ways. I'm going left and I'm going right. I'm going back and forth.
Let me show him this way. Okay. Seals hella good.
Oh, it's gonna seal hella good. I'm gonna turn it the other way.
Okay. So he's gonna take it off. There we go.
Trying not to drop it. Grab this rag to wipe the stuff off. Where's my brake cleaner? Oh, right here. Brake cleaner.
So you're gonna make sure you take all that compound off. It's gonna mess up everything. If it's
Yeah, you don't want the
spits
compound on here while they're doing that because it will actually like create grooves and scratches on the stem, which you don't want. You want it nice and smooth. And then you can see, did a little lapping. I have another.
Look at that. Ooh, nice. I don't know if it's skill or is it because like, well, you can hit that big gap. I want like a, I'll do like over here, and I'm like, can I do a bead? Cause like I couldn't even get that thing to weld before.
You get this section right here, the part that's like stands up. All right, here we go.
I don't care, bro. You're sealing. We're good, brother.
That'll seal for sure. It was pretty easy though.
All right, guys. The manifold is welded up, but as you can see here, I have this line that's drawn in with a marker. I actually have to cut that because this is for different types of K series styles heads. There's two different styles: the K20 and the K20 Z3. And this one right here does not follow the path, so this one has to be cut. So we're going to go ahead and cut that out in order to be attached to the new K20 head we got. What's going on, guys? I am on engine duty. I have the long block chilling right here. This block has been sitting for a couple years, so you can see like surface rust. I have to kind of just double check everything. One important thing that people forget is that there's a little oil squirter here, and you have to remove this and plug this when you go to K20, K24. It's kind of like when you plug the cylinder head in a like an LSV Tech, if you guys are familiar with B series Honda engines. But I'm on engine duty, so friendly reminder, take that out. I'm just going to like thread this little screw into it and try to yank it out. All right, you guys can see I just drove it in there. Let's see if I can get a good zoom in there. Drove it in there with the Honda Bond. The Honda Bond should dry, seal that thing right up. That's kind of one of the precautionary things you need to do with the engine. Now I'm going to go ahead and check and check measurements with the crank and make sure everything's good. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and make sure that the clearances on the main bearings are good. So you guys can see, this is where we're at so far. I just installed the oil squirters. Yeah, you could do it after, you can do it before. Sometimes you get in the way, but I just go ahead and assemble it. If they get in the way, I'll go ahead and take it off. But a lot of people like to plug those for extra oil pressure, but I like to think that the factory kind of knows what they're doing. All right, guys, I'm using King bearing. If you guys are wondering, I have them installed. I'm gonna go ahead and lay the crank on top. Oh man, I didn't get a chance to, I was just so focused, I didn't get a chance to check the measurements, well, on camera anyway. But if you guys are wondering, there is the, well, this is on the mains. If you guys are wondering, see if we get a good zoom in there.
So I just finished assembling this cylinder head, kind of, sort of. Just, what is it, retainers, valve springs, and keepers. It actually took me longer than I thought. Mike over here finished assembling that block, and Carlos finished assembling his transmission and doing all the suspension work on the car. With the time it took me to put all 16 of these valve springs and retainers and keepers in. For the most part, it is done. Valves are lapped. And now we got to meet the head to the block. And Mike's over here working on the block.
Yeah, you see this little rust on the crank?
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit it with some 2000 grit.
Oh.
It's 2000 grit, bro. It's 2000 grit, bro. I'm just trying to get some of the contaminants off.
There you go.
This thing is ready to go. You guys don't know, King bearings. You actually can't buy cheap bearings for a K series.
Really?
So yeah, King bearings. You're gonna spend about 80 something bucks, like 85, like maybe 89.9. I think 89.99, like 90 bucks for some bearings.
Oh.
They don't sell
Cheap bearings.
They don't sell cheap bearings. They just sell race bearings. So
Even OEM are 80 bucks or?
no, OEM's more expensive.
That's crazy.
You know how much it costs? It's like $15 a side.
Wow.
So it's 30 bucks a rod.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm finishing up with the last two and putting the pistons in, and then we're gonna go ahead and install the cylinder head, port the oil pump. Oh, did you show them the intake manifold? Come here.
No, I haven't shown them the manifold.
You guys are wondering. You see it? You see the light?
Yeah, I can see it. There you go.
So it's welded up, all ready to go. We gotta cut this part off of the intake manifold because this doesn't fit the K20 head. This is for like a K20 Z3. So we're gonna head and cut this off, and then we're gonna go ahead and get the motor ready to be installed.
Dude, that thing looks Frankenstein like crazy.
I know, right? Got the, hey, what was that thing on his head? The little cell thing, Frankenstein? Like the little thing on his head?
Stitches?
Yeah, stitches. But it's ready to go.
Why is it so zoomed in? How freaking? Am I like zoomed in? And, oh, this thing maybe?
Yeah. Zoom out.
Oh yeah, I was zoomed in. Damn. Should have done that a long time ago.
Right?
Mike's over here lubing it up.
Dude, after a while, you're like, no gloves.
No
You need
gloves? You just go over
No,
it?
you. The reason being too is that maybe you could feel like dirt or something, you know, between the grit. If you have gloves, you can't really feel that. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, I guess. Considering there's dirt all over the ground. We
It
should be
ain't-
doing this in an engine room.
shut your ass up. What do you expect, bro? What do you expect? Oh, oops. Right there. Right there. Make sure the piston rings are good.
He's got this nifty freaking.
Dude, this makes life so much easier. They just like fall in, bro. Okay, let me get that.
Hey, just look at this.
Well, you don't have to really go.
Would you look at this?
You can
Would you
just,
look at this? Look at this. This by hand. Look at that. Woo. This is officially second motor we're building as a team. And
let's see. If we could build two 10-second motors, that'd be pretty cool.
the valve. These are the cams that we'll be using.
I know what's going on.
So these are the K20 Z1. So K20 Z1 is the 2005 to 2006 RSX Type S. These actually have a little bit more aggressive than the year before.
Nice. Alright. Looks good.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Very nice. I got this cheap gasket, head gasket, exhaust gasket, head gasket set. I think this was about $35 shipped. I'll have a link and a little picture of it. It even comes with its like own little silicone gasket, maybe.
Fake Honda bond.
High temp gray, our RTV
yeah.
silicone.
That RTV,
So this is the
baby.
cheap Honda. I mean, what is it called?
Honda bond.
Honda Bond. So the cheap Honda Bond. Again, it comes with like
Valve seat.
valve seal, but we
seal.
didn't use because I'm pretty sure they're junk. So we're not gonna use these. Use the head gasket. We're gonna copper spray it, of course, extra seal.
Yes.
That's not a Cometic.
Nope.
It's a medic.
It's a medic.
It's a off-brand.
It's a medic.
or eBay brand. How much did you say it was?
$35 for the
For the whole kit though.
the head up. I have two. So I have that kit. That kit is the head and up, and then I have the timing chain kit. I think this was a little bit more expensive, like $50-$60. So it comes with like the chains and stuff like that.
Yeah, the essentials.
So we're gonna utilize all this stuff.
So when doing like a K24, K20 setup,
Uh-huh.
what chains do you have to use?
You have to use a K24 chain.
Oh, okay.
We have to use K24 chain, and then we're gonna use a K20 oil pump. So you have to use a K20 oil pump chain.
Okay.
So it's a hybrid. So it's like, yeah. Okay. Intake.
Want to guide me?
All right.
It's rocket science, guys.
So we go.
Where's this?
Okay.
Does it have the little pins?
Yeah.
Shake, shake. Okay.
You're feeding air into the motor. But it's still possible to blow a head gasket in an all motor.
Of course. It's not as easy. Nowhere near.
We're gonna find out.
Right.
This is an experiment. Again, guys, we've never really done this before. We're just, we're just experimenting. This is all experiment. I mean, we've built motors before, don't get us wrong, but this is like a purposely built all motors, Is this our first K24, K20?
Yeah. This is mine.
That's mine too.
Oh wait, I did my own.
Oh, Carlos's motor is K24, K20,
Oh,
the boosted car, but we didn't build that motor.
No. Dennis did.
Yeah,
So if this works, then we'll never have to go to anyone ever again.
right?
That's right.
Well, I mean, we did a big series.
3-piece.
We did put together the Stink and Frank, which is the opposite of what we're doing right now.
True.
Right.
There's a K20 block with a K24 head. This is a K24 block with a K20 head.
But we never did the piston and rods on that motor.
Oh no,
This
that's
is
true.
a full build.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the other motor was used, and we just literally just put it back together.
Yeah.
Cylinder head and other stuff. But you guys can do this at home. This is not rocket science, guys. This is why we make these videos.
No, it's hella
right here.
difficult to do. All right, it's hella. No one can do this.
No one can do this,
Everybody online be claiming though.
right?
So,
It's not rocket science, guys. It really isn't. This is just, you just need to know the basics.
not folding it like that, dude. Calm down.
Arm wrestling this moment. Pulls it off. Oh yeah, this is gonna be pretty. Yeah. Working out them arms, cuz.
Fun times.
Fun times. Oh, dude, what are we calling this?
Oh man, there was a bunch of stuff.
There was a
on
bunch.
there.
Chris,
Chris, you remember any of
what
them?
was the name?
There was one that was good that I liked. I can't remember.
Hold on, let me read them out.
Yeah, there was
I'm
one
gonna
that
do
I liked. I was like, yeah, that one's good.
That one's good. They put like everything. They did stuff with like NA, like Terminator.
Yeah, Terminator.
Terminator, and like there's all these random ones. Let me see what we can find. You want to read them off? Let's see. Here, 40 replies. 40 replies.
40.
We got
Yeah,
names.
We got Lighty Whitey, White Ghost,
Dude, this is some racist.
Vinyl Burner, White Lightning,
White
the Locomotor,
the locomotor.
Carnage.
Carnage. Is it innate carnage? Carnage.
It just
Natural
says Carnage,
carnage.
but that would have been good.
Right?
Mouse.
Why mouse?
I don't know. Another one is Abracadabra, Honda Hot Wheels. Abracadabra is the name if you truly build the cheapest 10-second car. Long-time subscriber, first comment. All right.
All right.
Rudolph, because of the red nose.
That makes sense.
That makes sense. Use the first initials of all your names. Blood Clot Bandit. That's
Bubble
a good
clot.
one. Redbeard.
Redbeard.
Gonzo Granzo.
Gonzo?
Granzo. I don't. Okay. Red Heart in Spanish. Corazón Rojo.
Oh.
Rufio.
Mi amor.
Redhead. Hebrew Hammer.
Hebrew. Do that.
Oh my god.
Since y'all been cheap and on a budget.
All the names are like racist.
That's great. All right, we got Loco EG or Motion EG. Heina or Cholo,
That's what color the jersey.
Vinyl Niner,
Vinyl Niner.
Featherweight,
Featherweight.
Domination, Dalmatian,
Oh.
nah. Supernatural, but natural.
See?
Okay. Straight Ghost,
Straight ghost, cuz. What is this? Power? What is this?
Red Baron, call it White Noise.
White noise.
That's a good
You
one.
want? Oh, I don't want to hear that white noise.
The Terminator, okay.
NA.
Red Rider. I don't know. I can't remember which one I like now, but
I don't know. I mean, no one's really like it. Like hit though. None's really hitting though.